tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Burrow will throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now Burrow on 1st down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they go play action now. Burrow. They'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott going to keep again. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here we go. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On third down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Burrow.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 40 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Pollard going to try the right side, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. Touchdown, Cowboys!
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow on play action. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. Touchdown! Stanley Morgan from 13 yards out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
On the counter, Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott. Right back to Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. That escapes the sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here's Bryan Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, Prescott again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go get 6.
Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bryan Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And here's Taylor on the return.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here we go. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry by Allen. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert,
50 yards.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow, he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got some space here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. but his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ja'Marr Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory?